if I was going to describe my ideal approach to a betrothal, we have whole families on both sides. The young man's got both of his parents. The young woman's got both of her parents. So everyone's involved in this together. It starts with the young man's side because Christ in the church, he's the one who pursued us. He loved us first. So often it would start with the young man's parents or the young man noticing a woman of character that they're around it, and they probably will discuss it and pray about it. In some cases, it might be the parents noticing first. In some cases, it might be the young man noticing first. But I think there's wisdom and in making sure that your own parents, as a young man, making sure your own parents are involved in it. Then I would see that going next to praying about it, making sure that this is the Father's will, that they should pursue this. And from there, I would say that the young man or his father would actually talk to the girl's father first to make sure and stay in keeping with the household authority structure that we see in the Scriptures. And from there, I mean, fathers will probably have a variety of ways of dealing with it. There's not really a set way, whether they want to tell their daughter right away, whether they want to pray about it and figure out what they think about it first. Right. There's not really anything that says which way we have to do that.
I do think, just to interject, I do think that the father of the bride, this is just my personal opinion, I think it's better for him to be convinced in his own mind that he's 100% okay with this before he goes to his daughter. Because if he goes to his daughter and tells her, she might start developing these emotional attachments, and then her dad says, you know what, I thought that this was going to be okay, but I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
And then I've actually heard situations like that. The daughter is devastated.
Yeah.
That's not good. And it's not good. So I really would strongly recommend that the father of the girl only approach his daughter about the situation after he is convinced that it's a good thing.
I agree. I do know of a couple cases where a father knows his daughter. He knew that she was very emotionally mature, and he was actually okay with telling her pretty early in the process. Before he decided. Yeah. But he told her, he made it very clear to her that he had not decided that this was a good thing. He was just letting her know that it was in the air.
Right. And that would be something that that's between the father and daughter. He knows his daughter.
Well, and he's the one that has to deal with the heartbreak if he causes it to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Ideally, I think that both the parents and the daughter should be, also convinced that this is the Father's will, that this is something that they're ready to do. Sometimes you might believe it's the Father's will, but you're not ready to do it. Preferably get to the ready state, the ready to commit state. Then I would say that they should basically give a yes answer to the other family, and then I would say as soon as possible, if preferably within hours, go ahead and make a covenant, a formal statement to each other. I accept you as my husband. I accept you as my wife, so that everyone recognizes that this is the point at which this relationship became a husband and wife relationship. Right. That it's now a betrothal. So that we can start looking at all the ways in the Scripture that a betrothal plays out, and so that they can start getting emotionally attached, because that's a very important, beautiful part of marriage.
Yeah, it is, for sure. If you can arrange it where you can make it where the saying of yes is the betrothal in everyone's mind, it would be even better, I think. To not have that gap between yes, I will, and yes, I am.
Yeah.
If you could just say, hey, eliminate that gap altogether and just say, will you be my wife from the get-go? And she says, yes, I will. And don't have this, or, not yes, I will future, but yes, I will present. I will be your wife now.
Right. I'm not saying there's necessarily a gap there. I'm just saying that there might be a gap between the family of the girl deciding, yes, we are going to do this.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There has to be some sort of way for them to communicate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick rundown. So, 1, the groom's family notices a girl. 2, they pray about it. They decide to act on this. 3, they talk to the girl's father. They say, we think this would be a good match. 4, the father prays about it, talks about it with his wife. 5, they tell their daughter. 6, the daughter says, yes, this is good. And then they should 7, right there as soon as possible, say, yes, we are husband and wife. We agree to this covenant.
Yeah.